Hi, good morning students. So in the previous class already we have started accounting for share capitals. So in the previous session we solved as per the annual examination 2020 March examination question we have solved. So again, already you got the question, all of you observe the question. So whatever the question you have written on the question, now we can solve in this session. So all of you observe the question carefully. So here ABC Company Limited issued 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each. Actually they are issuing 10,000 shares. How many shares? 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each. The value of each share should be 10 rupees only. So totally they are issuing 10,000 shares at a cost price of rupees 10 per each. The 10 per each share value they are paying on the basis payable as follows. Under the below, rupees 3 per share on application. At the time of application, then actually they are paying rupees 3 per share. So here, at the time of issue of shares, the payment of shares, there is a different options. There is a different stages. So on that, the first phase, the application rupees 3 per share on application, and rupees 3 per share on allotment. At the time of allotment, then actually they are paying rupees 3 per each share. And rupees 4 per share on first and final call. At the time of first and final call time, actually they are paying rupees 4 per each share. So application 3, allotment 3, 3 plus 3, 6. Plus at the time of first and final call time, 4 rupees, right? 6 plus 4, 10. The value of each share should be 10 rupees only. Whatever the share value, on the share value, we are collecting on different stages, by the way, for application, allotment as well as call. Again, the company received applications for only 9,000 shares. Actually, they are issued 10,000 shares, right? They are issued 10,000 shares, but the applications for received rupees 9,000 only. So compared to previous classes question, this question is quite different because of in the previous question we have solved the shares are issued at par, right? So at the time of issue of shares, there is a different stages, over subscription as well as under subscription at par. So here the issued shares are 10,000 shares, but the public have subscribed only 9,000 shares. So here whatever the shares they are offered less than the applications were received by the firm. This is what called as under subscription. I think in this question it is related to under subscription. The issue of shares on under subscription. So here the applications were received only for 9,000 shares. So here the shares were allotted. All the 9,000 shares were allotted. Whatever the applications received by the firm, that applications 9,000 share application worth of shares we are allotting, and the money duly received, even though the money also receiving, except the first and final call on. At the time of first and final call time, we are not receiving out of 400 shares. So we are receiving all the money except the first and final call on 400 shares. So in these shares were forfeited. So these 400 shares were forfeited. Forfeited means nothing but cancellation. So here whatever the shares were forfeited in the business, on that forfeited shares they are reissued to Ram. Who is a Ram? Ram is a prospective buyer. So here those who are really interested to purchase on these forfeited shares. So on that person, the Ram is a next purchasing shareholder. So whatever the shares were forfeited in the business, on that shares we are allotting to Mr. Ram. Ram is a prospective buyer. Again, so in this Ram they are paying rupees 9 per share. So actually in the beginning the value of each share should be 10 rupees, but now we are allotting rupees 9 per each share to Mr. Ram because of these shares were forfeited, right? That's why compared to before beginning value, now we are offering to them rupees 9 only. So give journal entries in the books of the company. Now we need to give necessary journal entries related to ABC Company Limited. So either understand the question. So now we can solve the calculations. So here before going journal entry, first come back to the calculation. So actually here the first one, issued shares. The issued shares are 10,000 shares, right? The company has issued 10,000 shares. The value of each share should be 10 rupees. 10,000 shares into 10 per share means we will get 1 lakh rupees. This is what issued shares. The second one, subscribed shares. What are the shares subscribed by the public? So here the public have subscribed only 9,000 shares. So 9,000 shares into 10 per share means we will get 90,000 rupees from the public. This is by subscribed shares. The company has issued 10,000 shares, but the public has subscribed only 9,000 shares. So in these 9,000 shares only we are allotting to public. So at the time of on application time, 9,000 shares into rupees 3 per share we are receiving. 9,000 into 3 means 27,000 rupees. This is what application. So here each stage containing two necessary entries. For the two entries we can record these values only. The first stage related to application process. The second one on allotment. Again, these 9,000 shares only we are allotting. At the time of allotment time, we are collecting rupees 3 from each share. So 9,000 into 3 per share means we will get 27,000 rupees from the public. Next one, on first and final call. At the time of first and final call time, we are receiving rupees 4 from each share. Total 9,000 shares into 4 per share means we will get 36,000. So here, this is what total allocation of different stages on share capital. So actually, the issued shares are 10,000 shares, but the applications were received only 9,000, right? This is called as under subscription. Is it right? So this is what necessary calculations regarding the question. So after the completion of this calculation, now we can start the necessary journal entries. Just make down these calculations. So now we can solve the necessary journal entries. Now we need to pass necessary journal entries related to different stages. The first stage it is related to an application. For that application money received. For that application money received, the first journal entry for that received means nothing but bank account. The first entry, bank account data. How much amount we are receiving by the way of application process? So actually we are receiving 9,000 shares into 3 per each share, right? 9,000 into 3 means we will get 27,000 rupees. 9,000 shares into 3 per share means 27,000 rupees. Bank account data to. So in this question they are not specified whether it be the equity shares or preference share. Just have to record share application only. Bank account data to share application account. This is what first journal entry related to for that application money received. Bank account data to share application account 27,000 rupees. So in this 27,000 already we are calculated in the beginning calculations. So now we need to give the narration about this transaction. Being application money received on application money received on 9,000 shares at rupees 3 per share. This got narration about the transaction. Being application money received on 9,000 shares at rupees 3 per share. We are receiving 3 rupees from each share. The total number of shares are 9,000 shares. 9,000 shares only we are issuing to the public. Actually the company has offered 10,000 but the applications are received only 9,000, right? So we need to take only 9,000 shares for the calculation process. So this is what first entry for that application money received. After that the next entry, whatever the application money received by the firm, in this application money transfer to share capital account. The second entry, Share capital account data to 27,000 rupees. So here, whatever the share application money received by the firm, share application account data to share capital account. Is 27,000. In this ABC company, they have received 27,000 rupees, right? So in this 27,000 rupees, now we need to transfer to share capital account. So here, share application account data to share capital account. This is what second entry for the transfer of application money. So share application account data rupees 27,000 to share capital account rupees 27,000. So this is what necessary journal entry. For that entry, now we need to give the narration, being application money transfer to share capital account. Being application money transfer to share capital account. The second entry, share application account data to share capital account. The narration, being share application money transferred to share capital account. These are the two entries for that application process. So here, each stage containing two necessary entries. One entry for that received, second entry for that transfer. So as of now, we are finished that application process. For that application, two entries. The next stage, it is for that allotment process. So as of now, we have completed the application process. The next one for that allotment. For that allotment, first one due. For the allotment money due, the first entry, share allotment account data. Share allotment account data. By the way, allotting the shares, they are receiving rupees 3 from each share, right? 9,000 shares into 3 per share, 27,000. Share allotment account data to share capital account. Rupees 27,000. The third entry is related to for that allotment money due. For that allotment money due, the entry share allotment account data to share capital account. The narration being allotment money due on 9,000 shares. 9,000 shares at rupees 3 per share. At rupees 3 per share. This is what narration about the allotment money due. Being allotment money due on 9,000 shares at rupees 3 per share. So here after the completion of third entry, the next one it is related to for that allotment money received. For that received means nothing but bank account only. The next fourth entry. Bank account data. So we are receiving 27,000 rupees by the way of allotment stage. Bank account data to share allotment account. Amounts are 27,000. This is what next entry for that allotment money received. Bank account data to share allotment account. The narration being allotment money received on being allotment money received on 9,000 shares at rupees 3 per share. 3 per share. The fourth entry related to for that allotment money received. For that allotment money received means bank account data to share allotment account rupees 27,000. The narration being allotment money received on 9,000 shares at rupees 3 per share. This is what narration about the fourth transaction. I mean fourth necessary journal entry for the receipt of share allotment money. So as of now we are finished with two stages. The first stage application, again the second stage for that allotment. The next stage for that first and final call. After the completion of fourth entry, the next one first and final call. The next one fifth entry. For the fifth entry, for that allot first and final call money due. For the first and final call money due, the entry is share first and final call account data to share first and final call account data. At the time of first and final call time, the total shares are 9,000 shares. By the way of each share, they are receiving rupees 4 rupees from each share, right? So 9,000 shares into 4 per share. I mean the amount receivable amounts are 36,000 rupees. 9,000 shares into 4 per share. And it was a 36, so total 36,000 rupees we need to receive but at the time of first and final call. Share first and final call account data to share capital account. The credit side 36,000. Share first and final call account data to share capital account. The amounts are equal amounts. This is what fifth entry for that first and final call money due. For the first and final call money due, the narration being first and final call money due on being first and final call money due on 9,000 shares at rupees 4 per share. 9,000 shares at rupees 4 per share. This is what narration about the transaction being first and final call money due on 9,000 shares at rupees 4 per share. So this is what due amount, right? For the due means this is what necessary journal entry, and next one for that received. For the first and final call money received, the sixth entry. For that received means nothing but bank account. We are receiving amount by the way of first and final call only. Bank account data to share first and final call. Share first and final call account. Right? So here, as per the information, as per the given information, so all the money was duly received. All the money was duly received except the first and final call on 400 shares. At the time of first and final call time, we are not receiving 400 shares. Is it right? 9,000 shares minus 400 shares. So total number of shares, issued shares are 9,000 shares. Out of 9,000 shares, 400 shares amount we are not receiving at the time of first and final call. So what is the remaining actual shares? 8,600 shares amount only we are receiving at the time of first and final call. So 9,000 shares minus 400, 8,600. 8,600 into 4 per share we are receiving at the time of first and final call. Have to multiply 8,600 into 4 per share. 34,400 rupees only we are receiving. Did you get the amount? So here 9,000 shares minus 400 shares. So out of 400 deducting the remaining actual shares are 8,600. 8,600 into 4 per share means 34,400 rupees. This much of amount only we are received from the stage of first and final call. Now we can give the narration being first and final call money received on the first and final call money received on 8,600 shares at rupees 4 per share. At rupees 4 per share. For that, first and final call money received, the narration, the first and final call money received on 8,600 shares at rupees 4 per share. This much of amount only we are receiving at the time of first and final call stage. So these are the different three stages for that receipt of application, for that receiving of allotment, as well as first and final call. So out of three stages we have entered 6 necessary journal entries. As you know, we have completed 6 necessary journal entries. The next stage it is related to, actually in this company 400 shares were forfeited, right? So out of these 400 shares, now we need to give some more necessary journal entries. For that, shares were forfeited. Shares were forfeited, the next entry. So as of now, this is what last 2 entries for that first and final call process. The next entry is related to shares are forfeited. Shares are forfeited. The next entry. Share capital account data. Share capital account data 2. Share first and final call account. Share first and final call account 2. Share forfeited account or forfeited shares account. Share forfeited account. So this is what journal entry for that shares were forfeited. So actually in this question, as per the available information, so here we are receiving all the money except the first and final call on 400 shares. At the time of first and final call time, we are not receiving 400 shares, right? So I have to take that 400 shares. 400 shares into, in the beginning actually they are issued rupees 10 per each share. 400 shares into 10 per share, we get 4000 rupees. This is what forfeited shares. The value of each share should be 10 rupees in the beginning, right? So actually we are not receiving these shares amount at the time of first and final call only. So 400 shares into, at the time of first and final call time, 4 rupees, right? So here share first and final call account 400 shares into 4. 400 shares into 4 per share means we will get 1600 rupees. Is it clear? At the time of first and final call time, the value of each share should be 400 rupees. They need to payable. So 400 shares into 4. Actually, before that first and final call, they are received in these shares, out of these 400 shares, they are received application amount as well as allotment amount also. For that application 3 rupees, for that allotment 3 rupees, total 6 rupees already have received. So these 400 shares into 6 per each share, this is what paid up capital already in this company received in these amounts by the way of these 400 shares. So 400 into 6 per share. So total will get 400 into 6 means 2400 rupees. So 400 into 6 means we will get 2400 rupees. This is what. Next is 7th entry. Further shares were forfeited. So here share capital account data 2, share first and final call account 2, share forfeited account. Right? This is what allocation of calculation for that these forfeited shares. Now we need to give narration about the transaction. Being 400 forfeited shares for the non-payment on of first and final call. This is what narration about the transaction. Being 400 forfeited shares for the non-payment of first and final call. So at the time of first and final call time, the amount we are not receiving. That's why these 400 shares were forfeited. Is it clear? This is what narration about this transaction. The next stage it is related to whatever the forfeited shares in the company. In these forfeited shares, the company directors they are decided to reissue them. Is it right? Students, mute the video. forfeited shares were reissued. For that reissued, the next entry bank account data forfeited shares account data to share capital account. The next entry, bank account data, forfeited shares account data to share capital account. This is what next entry. Now we need to calculate the values. Students, please mute the video. Asma, mute the video. Shweta. Okay, come back here. Actually, in this company, 400 shares were forfeited, right? In these 400 shares, they are reissuing. They are reissuing at a cost price of rupees 9 per share. 400 shares into 9 per share. 400 into 9. Ask now. Mute the video, ma'am. So here the next entry for the reissue of forfeited shares. Reissue of forfeited shares. At the time of reissuing these forfeited shares, the entry bank account data, forfeited shares account data to share capital account. So here at the time of reissuing 400 shares, actually they are reissued at a cost price of rupees 9 per share. 400 shares into 9 per share means you will get 3,600 rupees from the public. Again, for these forfeited shares, at the time of reissuing, so here at the time of reissuing they are getting rupees 1 from each share. They are getting less than 1 from each share. So in the beginning value 10 rupees. Now they are reissuing at a cost price of 9 per share. 10 minus 9, the remaining balance 1 rupee. So 400 shares into 1 per share means we will get 400 rupees. Now make it total. So 3,400 plus 400 means you will get 4,000 rupees. So as well as 9 plus 1, 10. 400 shares into 10 per share means we will get 4,000 rupees. So here you will get equal values in the 7th as well as 8th entries, in the debit as well as credit side, because of in the company actually whatever the shares are forfeited, all the shares were reissued means on the day you will get equal amounts in the both aspects. So here now we need to give the narration about this transaction being 400 forfeited shares were reissued. 400 forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 9 per share. 9% fully paid up. So this is what narration about the transaction. Being 400 forfeited shares were reissued. Actually, they are reissuing these 400 shares, right? So for whom they are reissuing means the prospective buyer. So here the prospective buyer, Ram is the prospective buyer. They are interested to purchase on these forfeited shares. That's why we are reissuing these 400 shares to Ram at a cost price of rupees 9 per share as fully paid up. This is what narration about the transaction. After this reissue of forfeited shares, the next and last entry, the forfeited shares amount. Whatever the profit on forfeited shares amount, now we need to transfer to share capital account. The next entry, forfeited shares account data to capital reserve account. This is what next entry, forfeited shares account data to capital reserve account. So here, whatever the profit on these forfeited shares, these profit now we need to transfer to capital reserve account. So here, so for this already paid up capital on these forfeited shares on 7th entry, share forfeited account, right? So 2400, these are paid up capital. Already you have received 2400 out of these shares on application as well as allotment time. When they are reissuing is at that, when they are reissuing these shares, at the time they are getting 400 loss, right? So in that 8th entry, forfeited shares account 400 to 1 means already we have calculated 400 rupees. So these 400 rupees. 2400 minus 400, the remaining balance 2000 rupees. This is our profit, right? So 2 minus by whatever the forfeited balance in the company 2400, these got already credited in the company's account. So when they are reissuing at the time, they are getting 400 last, right? So 2400 minus 400 means we will get 2000. These got profit on these forfeited shares. So forfeited shares account data to capital reserve account. Now we need to give the narration being profit on forfeited shares amount transfer to capital reserve account. Transfer to capital reserve account. So once again here, the 9th entry, forfeited shares account data to capital reserve account. This is what 9th entry. So here 2400, these got already paid up capital on these shares at the time of application process as well as allotment process. They have received already 2400 rupees from these 400 shares. When they are reissuing these 400 shares, on the time they are getting 400 rupees on loss. They are reissuing 9 rupees, right? 10 minus 9, 1 rupee. 1 rupee is what loss on these forfeited shares. So 400 rupees. 2400 minus 400 means we get 2000 rupees. These 2000 rupees, this is what profit only. There is no loss on these shares. Finally, the narration being profit on forfeited shares amount transfer to capital reserve account. Is it right? Being profit on forfeited shares amount transfer to capital reserve account. Whatever the profit on these forfeited shares, this profit we are transferring to capital reserve account. Yes, sir. So these are the necessary entries for that 12 mark question. So in this question we are passed 9 different entries, right? For that application 2 entries, for that allotment 2 entries, and first and final call 2 entries, right? So after that completion of these things, shares were forfeited. Wait.
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್
ವೇಟ್ అంతే మేడం ఓకే running no? Okay. 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 Thank you.
Okay, so these are the last 3 entries for that. For that 7th entry, shares are forfeited. Again 8th entry, whatever the forfeited shares in the company, on that forfeited shares they are reissuing. And the last entry, whatever the profit on forfeited shares. First of all, forfeited shares means cancelled shares. On these profit on forfeited shares, we need to transfer to capital reserve account. These are the necessary journal entries regarding the question. So in the next session, again we will take one more question and related to under subscription. Thank you, students.